I can spend money on potions. Bit of doping. Absolutely. Extra points of agility. Let's get 2 extra points of agility. Because what they don't have, as you can probably imagine, is particularly agile players. So I'm going to try and give both of my runners extra points of agility by doping them. And there we go. We have success, at least on one of them. I didn't do any training, which was kind of dumb, but hey, whatever. Oh, it looks like they doped as well. Bastards, I should have checked them. Oh. Don't want to bribe the ref. Bribing the ref costs so much money. Really expensive. Oh, why are we playing on the same sodding field again? God, we need better stadiums. Alright. Actually, I think this is a slightly different field. Oh my god, they have a death roller. Oh, Jesus, no. A dwarf death roller. This is a secret weapon, which means that, like, it's only going to stick around for a little while. Essentially, at the end of a drive, that player is gone from the field. But they have a death roller. Death rollers have strength of 8 and all of these skills. They are horrible to fight. Horrible to fight. Alright, it's going to be a slugfest in the middle, I'll tell you that for a fact. Alright, we're going to get our strongest players in the middle, and we're going to try and just outbeat them. With Yeti and a Troll and 2 Berserkers in the center, we may be able to fight them. But yes, the Death Roller is a nightmare. I'm currently playing against Dwarves. Dwarves are really tough. I think pretty much every Dwarf has block, which means that they're very difficult to bring down. But all of my guys also have block. The runners don't, but everyone else does. Troll Slayers are pretty strong, and this guy's got strength 4 as well, because they doped him prior to the match with a potion. No, actually they didn't. He got no, maybe they did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they doped him. Anyway, alright. Let's see what they try and do. People are telling me that I need to turn my music down again. Well, the music level hasn't changed, which is a kind of an odd request. But let me see what I can do. I'll knock it down a little bit. There we go. Alright. I've turned the music down a bit. Alright, dwarves are not very fast. That's really their only advantage. Oh god, it did the kick for me, because I took too long. Changing weather. Alright, that makes passing really difficult because of glaring sun. Okay. So, no one's going to be trying to pass anytime soon, that's for certain. Dwarves are, again, like, it's like playing against Treacle. They're just really, really, really slow, and it's also a really big kind of grind. The main problem is, once they have the ball, it's very hard to get the ball away from them. Seriously? That's the start you're going to give me? A KO immediately on one of my Berserkers. Unbelievable. Yeah, dwarves are really bad at passing. They'll just, like, very slowly grind you down. I don't believe that. KO to start with is really bad. I had a strong line, and now I don't. The Death Roller being in there actually means that my attempts to fight in the front are probably going to fail. Ah, God. Already a bad season. Troll Slayer just blitzed in from the left. And they're going to try and push forward on the right, and I mean, I can't really stop them. I'm outnumbered 2-1 on the right. Again, I had to kind of win the fight in the middle to be able to do anything like that. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to do that now. Like, even my Troll, who has a strength of 6, still would roll a bad block against this guy. That is how tough he is. That is how insane the Death Roller is. Thankfully, after the first drive, he's not going to be a factor in the game anymore. Alright. I don't even have a single good 2-dice block that I can throw here. Not one. All of these ones are risky because I don't have block, as you can see. So I'm rolling kind of bad rolls here. But I can move my lineman in here, so maybe, just maybe, I get a 2-dice block out of this guy. Nope, because lol. What other better reason is there? I also need to start kind of moving to the side here as best as I can. I still have a chance of winning in the center, but I've got to roll some good dice with my 2 big guys. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. I also need to start considering the fact that these guys might move down the right. Which is why I'm trying to set people up. There's no way they're going to move to the left. Like, this is because of the sun, and the fact that these guys are terrible at passing, it's very unlikely that they'll try and get to the left. So I'm going to concentrate my defense on the right. Try and bring my guys in and try and win the war in the center. I could blitz this, but I'm not going to take that risk just yet. And they gave that run a block, because, again, the computer cheats. Alright. So, I've got a 2 dice that I can roll here, and a 2 dice that I can roll here. So let's start with him. Oh, great. I rolled a 1. So, he's not going to be doing anything today. Block, tackle, stand firm. Jesus. What a wonderful start that was. Alright, so they're going to try to push forward down the right. My only hope is they don't succeed in doing that. To make matters worse, they're pink dwarves. Oh, he can actually just safely run right past me. Because of this, like, little wall they're sending here. Oh, and they're blitzing with the death roller. Oh, Christ. Oh! Oh, man. Hate that thing. Come on, take your turn. I can still potentially win the fight in the center, but at what cost? They really did give me 2 absolute nightmares of a team to fight against to start with. Okay. Even then, I could only get a 1 dice against him because he's got that much strength. At least he's going to get back up this turn. That's always nice. So it's still kind of fight here. No good blocks to be thrown. yeah, I'm going to try and fight the death roller. You don't fight the death roller. You never fight the death roller. It's a terrible idea. I can blitz him. That's really the only chance of actually getting the ball out of his hands, really. There's actually a 33% chance of succeeding that roll. I don't think there's any way for me to make that better in this position. We'll start with the troll. Oh, come on! Fucking game! You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Unbelievable. Now what they're probably going to do is try and knock this guy down, then just make a run to the end zone. They can't get there yet, but they can get there next turn. I probably can't stop them. It's just goddamn unbelievable. Like, I re-rolled that result and got exactly the same result. The chances of that are astronomical. They really are. They can't get there this turn. They don't have the movement speed to do it, but they can next turn. Like, he can make that run very easily. So what I've got to then do is I've got to blitz him this turn to stop him from doing that. The problem is I don't have a single unmarked player. Oh, no, I do now. No, I don't. He's marked. I have no unmarked player that can get there without any risk. That's incredibly irritating. Incredibly irritating. Alright, so unless I intercept him this turn, which I could do a 2 dice, but that involves me getting past 2 tackle zones to do that. Or doing a go for it roll. And I don't think there's any way. This is like all set up in a really horrible way. Who are the guys that can move in blitz range? This guy, this guy, this guy if he rolls a go for it roll and gets out of a tackle zone. Yeah, that's a really good set of chances, isn't it? Really good. Unbelievable. It almost makes more sense for me to just throw a 1 dice against him, but even then I'm still going to have to break out of his zone. Fuck. Well, I guess I don't have a choice, do I? I'm going to have to try and break out of his own. At least he has. So if he breaks out of his own, then there's a good chance of me taking the ball off him. Can he do it? No! No, he can't. And he makes the dodge and scores. Fuck you. Stupid game. Well, that's an awful start. Awful start. Absolutely dreadful. I already have one guy KO'd and one guy dead. It's brilliant, isn't it? Thankfully, I think I have some spares. So, at least I can substitute in. But, Jesus. What a horrible start. Oh, interesting. Right. So, if I want to foul, it's now much less risky for me to do so. Alright, well, the ball's landed very close. So, first things first, win the fight in the middle. Free up space so that I can then grab the ball and try and take it past them. Trying to run past that is like trying to run past a brick wall. Not a good idea. Annoyingly enough, they also have a much higher armor value. Dwarves have an armor value of 9. 9! Fucking 9! Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't it? Well, what I can do is I can move that lineman in here, which should give me a 2 dice against him. So that's where I start kind of breaking the line. You can sit down. That gives me a 3 dice against him. It looks like I'm going to get a frenzy roll as well, aren't I? Yep. Oh, come on! Really? Really? It's just unbelievable. Yeah, those asking who's in the Blood Bowl tournament and claiming Yogscast, that's a complete lie. They're not in the Blood Bowl tournament at all. The new lineup is myself, Krendor, Dodger, Jesse, Bebop Box, Side Strafe, Completionist, Angry Joe, and who the hell's the other one? I've actually completely forgotten. Unless I then counted 8. This is just unbelievable. This is the turn log, by the way. So you can see this will give you a log of all of the dice rolls that are made. Well, now they have a super giant cage of dwarves that's going to be very, very difficult to fight. But this is a nightmare. I'm playing this so badly, but I'm also getting the unluckiest crap across the board. It's just astonishing. There were no dates for the games. They'll be happening in February at some point. We don't know when yet. Like, I can't throw a block against any of these guys in any effective manner whatsoever. At all. Just can't be done. I can get a 1 dice, maybe. But why would you want to do that? It's, you know, it's statistically not a very good roll. So I need to just try and form as big a cage as I can and make it as difficult as possible for them to make their way through. Because they have really they're not going to pass. We know that because they don't do that. At least they don't have their death roller. That's a start. That would be a 1 dice regardless. I don't think that any of my guys can make that 2. But he can be a 2. That's a 2 dice. He's going against a guy with dodge and block though, which I really hate that, but whatever. Let's try and push him out of the way. Which may disrupt the... Still not enough to get any more than the 1 dice against him. What else have we got? Well, we could do some fighting over here. We can throw a 2 dice against him, which results in nothing good happening. We can do it again. At least he's down this time. Hey, an injury! Finally! Finally. So that's a start. So he's off the field, and he gains some skill points. He could actually... Can he get in here without... Yeah, he can get in there without actually being part of a tackle zone. So I can add someone else into the mix here and just turn this into a slugfest. Wow! Even, like, if I attack from that direction, it gets really bad, doesn't it? I mean, this is kind of bad anyway. I can try and break it with the troll. He'd have to roll to try and get into a zone there. Well, let's just add him to the mix. And hope that we win this fight here. I mean, we've got like 5 Norse players here, so that's pretty good. But, alright, the last roll is going to be the troll, who we're going to try and take out. Both of them have blocks, so it's not a great possibility. But we'll go for it anyway. Ah, he doesn't have dodge, so I actually take him down for once. Wonderful. Smack. And now there's a troll right in the middle of your crap. Yeah, enjoy that. And that also gives me a 1 dice block instead of a 2 dice in their favor block against one of these guys. Who we're going to go against. Let's try him. And it fails. But it was the end of the turn anyway. Alright, let's see who wins this fight. It's going to be difficult for them to push out of here, but not impossible. He blitzes all the way around there, pushes them back, but there's still actually a solid line of Norsemen refusing to let him through. Which is actually going to force him backwards, funnily enough. Because they don't want to fight against that line of Norsemen. I don't blame them. No blame at all. You have to excuse me for a second. I'm just going to switch the batteries in my headphones. Alright, I get to choose a result here, but it doesn't matter. Unbelievable, they actually roll that against the star player. And it doesn't matter either way. Because of block skill. Ah. Be off. Alright, what happened? Oh, was there a turnover? Or... no. It's just the end of that turn. Alright. Well, at least the death roller's not on the field. That's a start. Ugh. God, I don't believe this. My troll's getting back up, thankfully, so that helps. So I still have this really strong line here that I can exploit. And then nowhere near the touchdown line, so I'm going to finally have a chance to roll some 2 dice blocks against these bastards. And I'm going to start with this guy. And he's going down. Shove him right towards the star player. That's fine. No big deal. We could actually start fouling here as well. We probably should. The thing is they have a really high armor value, which means the chance of doing any real damage to them is quite slim. Okay. Let's start throwing some 2 dices. That's going to be a pushback. I should have done with the guy with Frenzy. That was stupid. Do I have a guy with Frenzy there? No, so I guess that doesn't matter anyway. Start to push them back. Start to move into some good positions where possible. I want to get right back into this fight in the center. That takes me to a tackle zone, or takes me through this guy's tackle zone. That would be a 1 dice. It's not good. Move up here. That would be a 2 dice. That's better. Let's take the blitz there. Alright, so he's going down. Good, good, good. Sweet, so he actually got stunned. And I'm actually half tempted to foul him. In fact, I should. Let's foul him. Don't break his armor, though, so hey. There's a possibility of injury, though. Alright, who else have we got? Well, he's back up, but he can't really do anything. So, I think like the priority right now is to try and lock down the left-hand side of the field. Fighting the Troll Slayer is not really an option. Well, it is. If I move him, I can go for a 1 dice against the Troll Slayer. Does Dauntless count here? Oh, it doesn't matter because he can't blitz anyway. Blocking opponents is stronger than themselves. Yeah, that would be nice, but he doesn't have blitz, so... You know, up against the Troll Slayer, I should be prioritizing this guy that has Dauntless. He does have good agility, though, so he can actually move into marking position. The chances of failing this are fairly low, as you can see. He gets a +1 to roll that. So now I have someone that's in a position to mark him. He's probably going to get beaten into a pulp, but you know what, we'll take what we can get. And now I'm going to try rolling against the Troll Slayer. Turns out doesn't really do anything either way, but hey. Alright, Dwarf's turn. Yep, and he immediately gets flattened. Big surprise. But I did at least make him use his blitz to do that, so... That's okay. He's going to get back up and he's going to keep harrying this guy. Alright, looks like he's going to try and head to the right again. Aha! Screw you and everything you stand for. Sweet, we get a turnover. Alright, things are starting to swing back in our favor. So I can really lock this guy down now. I am in a great position to take the ball from him, which means that it will clearly fail. Look at all these guys. No one's marking him. I can move into a position to smack the crap out of him. Completely mark him down. Who should I do it with? Preferably a berserker, but I don't think... Oh, I do have someone close enough, actually. Yeah, a berserker can go in there, because that's going to give him another shot at rolling again if he doesn't knock him over. Alright, let's make this work. Go! No! No! It's a 2+ roll! It was a 2+! Oh. God damn it! Well, the one chance of getting the ball mostly collapsed. Thankfully, he got a pretty unlucky shot there as well, but I had a real chance of getting the ball there. I mean, they can't score from this position because this is like the last turn. I don't think I can either. No, none of my guys are in range, so I'm not even going to focus on getting the ball at this point. I'm going to focus on doing damage because there's literally no reason for me to get the ball. None. I'm not going to gain anything from it. Alright. We'll start beating the crap out of people, though. We could foul with him. Has he actually got... Does Claw do that? When a player is knocked down by this opponent during a block. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. I was going to say that doesn't actually help fouls at all. Never mind. I'm going to say, we can still start fouling people. No, didn't break the armor. Is he got 10 armor? Wow. It's insane. Alright, let's start using our star players just to try and do some damage. Cripple their runners, if at all possible. That's going to be a frenzy roll, so we're going to get that again. Yay, we actually knock him down. Sweet. Yeah, you fight the Troll Slayer. Absolutely. Oh yeah, my Berserker has jump up. I forgot about that. It's very incredibly easy to forget about all of those things. It's like, yeah, good luck playing a perfect game of Blood Bowl. Really easy to forget about stuff like that. Alright. Let's do a bit of fighting. There we go. My Yeti can smack people about. Any other good rolls I can take here? And they're all... yeah. Him. Absolutely. Can't foul. We can only do that once a turn.